Hey guys, 4paws here, and today we're going to be breaking down some of the mechanics and tricks to mastering Irelia's abilities. She has some really cool tricks to most of her abilities, however when you compare her to someone like Tryndamere or Riven, I personally think she's a little less mechanically demanding. I think good Irelia players make the correct micro choices on trade windows and which minions to dash to with their Blade Surge and such. So anyway, even though it's not too flashy, let's break down each ability and talk about any relevant mechanics, tips, or tricks that I can think of. So let's get straight into it with a Q, Blade Surge. As the tooltip states, if the target dies to the damage of your Blade Surge ability, then its cooldown is automatically refreshed. You really need to abuse this mechanic as it's what makes Irelia insanely mobile, and it's your main method of closing the gap on your opponent. Track enemy minion health bars and get used to bouncing around the lane to outplay and juke out your opponent. I hope it also goes without saying that you can use this ability to aid in last hitting, as you do get a small mana return if you land that killing blow. A small combo to set up minions' health bars is to chip them down with your ultimate Transcendent Blades. This can catch a foe by surprise and set up a nice dash target to engage onto your opponent. Ideally, you should never really fight your opponent with Blade Surge off cooldown, and you should use it to catch up to them if they flash away from a trade. Blade Surge also procs and applies sheen effects, on top of any other on-hit effects that you might have. So an example, Irelia's hitting style whilst active does cause her auto attacks to hit for true damage. This will be applied on your Blade Surge as well. If you're midway through a trade and your hitting style is about to time out, it might be worth to throw in a quick Blade Surge just to essentially get off another auto attack and hit an extra proc of that true damage. Moving on to Irelia's W, hitting style is the iconic ability of Irelia. Every time you auto attack, hitting style will passively restore you health. It's worth noting that this isn't a lifesteal effect, it's kind of an on-hit effect. If you auto attack anything, a minion, a champion, or even a structure like a turret, then you will be generating that health regeneration. Also, if you do get blinded by a champion such as Teemo or Quinn, then that hitting style proc will still be there on every auto attack, even though you're doing no damage. Irelia will often find herself being shoved into a turret at the start of the lane phase, so if you can predict this is going to happen, grab an early point in hitting style at level 2. You can then use this ability to aid in last hitting under your turret, as it's more mana efficient to last hit with hitting style over your Blade Surge ability. Even though your Blade Surge does return mana when it kills a target, it will still cost you 50 mana to successfully use 2 Blade Surges, compared to the 40 mana to activate hitting style. The 15 true damage from the level 1 hitting style should be enough to help you last hit those creeps early on. Irelia's third ability, Equilibrium Strike, has a simple mechanic to understand and use. This ability will stun the opponent if they have higher health percentage than Irelia, or otherwise it will slow them for that same duration. Since this ability works off of health percentage, if you use the Equilibrium Strike on a target with the same health as Irelia, it will always stun them. So an example, if you are both full health, you'll be guaranteed that stun on your opponent. And finally, let's talk about Transcendent Blades, which is Irelia's ultimate ability. This ability generates 4 blades for Irelia to shoot out in a target direction. Each time that you fire out one of these blades, you will proc any sheen effect items that you have. This means it is often better to space out the charges of your ultimate so that you can constantly proc your sheen and maximise your damage. Transcendent Blades also has a relatively low cooldown of 70 seconds at level 1 and it decreases by 10 per level. Thus it can be a really good idea to use your ultimate to push out the minion wave if you want to return to base. When you do get back to your lane, you'll only have no ultimate for around 35 seconds or so, and that's not really a big deal. Also keep in mind that your ultimate can be used to aggro a monster camp over a wall, so when you're escaping through the jungle, use your ultimate to grab aggro and then Blade Surge to safety. That's all for this video. Hopefully I didn't really miss anything, but if I did, please feel free to call me a nooblord in the comments and fill in the gaps. As I mentioned, Irelia's kit isn't really about making flashy combos or utilising animation locks like some other top lane champions, so just ensure that you utilise everything I've mentioned today so you can get the most out of Irelia's kit. As always, if you enjoy the content that I make, please feel free to leave a like down below and hit that subscribe button for future content. Thanks for watching guys, and until next time, take care.